crazy stories that people have created, things I wanted to set straight in an interview.
Do you know with whom this interview was?
The next, I think it could have been Diane Sawyer, whatever the interview was that I wanted to do. I wanted to set the record straight, that if people hear a lie long enough, people believe it, that people have lied on me. I'm a black American and I'm proud of it, and I'm honored of it. The bleached skin rumor, which is a rumor, I don't bleach my skin. They once said I wanted a white kid to play me as a child, which was a rumor. Inauguration rumor, saying I didn't want to do President Clinton's inauguration. I'm not gay.
Portions, that's true.
And Jesus said to love the children and be like children. Be youthful and be innocent and be pure and honorable. He was talking to his apostles, and they were fighting over who's the greatest among themselves. And he said, whoever humbled yourself like this child is the greatest among me. And he always surrounded himself with children. And that's how I was raised, to believe and to be like that and to imitate that. So I don't know what you're trying to make out of it. I made a list of things. When I get angry enough, I write down what I want to say and what I want to talk about to set the record straight. Because you get to a point where you get tired of people lying. I get tired of situations like this, where people completely lie on me, and I'm sick of it.
Did you ever, as this young boy said you did you ever sexually engage, fondle, have sexual contact with this child or any other child?
Never, ever. I could never harm a child or anyone. It's not in my heart. It's not who I am. And it's not what I'm not even interested in that.
And what do you think should be done to someone who does that?
To someone who does that, what I think it should be done, gee, I think they need help in some kind of way, you know?
How about...
There was nothing that concurred.
That's why I'm sitting here talking to you today. There was not one iota of information that was found that could connect me.
So when we've heard that there was a marking of some kind...
No markings.
No markings.
No. One piece of information that says I did that. In any way, they turned my room upside down, went through all my books, all my videotapes, all my private things, and they found nothing that can say Michael Jackson did this. Nothing.
But let me ask you a couple of questions.
To this day, nothing. Still nothing.
Let boys, not adults.
Young boys, there's children, all kind of girls and everything. Okay, when you say boys, it's not just boys, and I've never invited just boys to come in my room. Come on, that's ridiculous. And that's a ridiculous question. But since people want to hear it, you know, the answer, I'll be happy to answer it. I have never invited anyone into my bed, ever. Children love me, I love them. They follow me, they want to be with me.
Tour, he goes to hospitals without the press following him, without anyone knowing. He'll get up in a disguise and do it, take his disguise up when he's there, and kids know, wow, it's Michael Jackson.
Was there no point at which you said to yourself, reading everything everybody had been reading, maybe this is true, maybe I completely didn't understand who he was?
No way. Absolutely not.
Never.
Never. I know Michael's heart.
To heal the world.
Has become a symbol of so much that is tragic but avoidable in our world. Today, we come bearing gifts for the children of war-torn Sarajevo.
Michael Jackson created the Heal the World Foundation out of his belief that children are our most precious resource. Our mission is to provide immediate relief efforts to children in need throughout the world. Heal the World has supported programs in 21 countries providing ambulances, vaccines, toys, and supplies to children's hospitals. Arranged for children with disabilities and terminal illnesses to visit backstage at Michael's concerts and at his Neverland Valley Ranch.
Heal the World is organizing the World's Children's Congress made up of delegates aged 8 to 16.
We can face up to the problem of drinking and driving. And we can, in Michael's words, beat it.
In 1993, Heal the World turned its attention to the problems facing children of the inner city.
You ain't bad. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
HEAL LA was established to work with community groups to provide mentoring programs, drug prevention education, and develop a community school safe havens initiative. Michael's experience with USA for Africa's We Are the World demonstrated the power of the music community to mobilize people for an urgent cause. That biggest selling single in history helped to raise over $60 million to aid the famine victims of Africa. Then Michael gave us a new international anthem.
The mission of Heal the World, my mission, is healing, pure and simple.
Jackson was already the most famous man in the world. The support he gave to charities was absolutely sincere.
For various reasons, and celebrities the same, you know, altruism, genuine generosity, positive PR, you know, the list is endless of why celebrity figures give to charity, I would say.
He wanted to do something, put something back into the world. He wanted to heal the world, he wanted to do stuff for kids, he wanted to do stuff for charity, but you don't need to advertise it. He had a lot of money, and he chose to do that.
Are we blind to the fact that our children are raging against the indifference, crying out against the abandonment, of thundering against the neglect? Heal the Kids is about doing something about making a difference and trying to help adults and parents realize that it is our power to change the world that our children live in. Would have believed that the sound of children at their playgrounds would be replaced by the sound of automatic machine gun fire at our schools. That the sound of little girls skipping rope would be overshadowed by the frantic shrills of children dodging bullets. Yet, instead of loving our children more, we installed metal detectors in our schools.
Especially in today's technological and media advanced society, the attention and fortune showered on an individual celebrity is oftentimes immensely disproportionate to his or her achievements. Today, a person can literally become a celebrity overnight throughout the entire world, and that kind of attention can be difficult for an individual to handle. But I have also learned that such fame can also be an enormous effective medium to focus attention and mobilize resources for a worthy cause. I have been blessed with so much and have an opportunity to do what few others can. But I believe it is more than just an opportunity, but a duty. I feel to reap and enjoy the fruits of my talents for myself would be selfish, irresponsible, and unconscionable. In these days of such abundance and advancement in what we can do, it pains me to think that we do so little for our children. In some ways, I feel undeserving to receive an award for doing something that is my duty.
I went to England to announce he was going to do what he called his last concert. This is it. And it was only 10 shows that he had told him that he would do. And as they were selling 40, then 50. And then Michael didn't want to do 50 shows. He told me, well, I don't want to do 50 shows. But he was proud to see that they had sold out so fast, but he was proud of it, but it's not that he wanted to do them. And then I found out how they had structured the shows. And I kept calling him and telling him every other day, my son can't work like that. You know, because even when he was younger, when he worked, he only worked 1 or 2 shows a week. And not every other day, just keep doing shows over and over. That's too much. He hadn't been out there for like 10 years or more. And I know he just couldn't jump in and do all those shows like that. So I felt proud that they had sold those many shows and that he could, but I wasn't happy about the way they had him structured for him to do, and I wasn't happy about the number of shows they wanted him to do. That he might have been sick or something. When I got there, nobody was talking. Everybody didn't want to talk about what was going on. And so they finally took me into a room with me and my nephew, and they told me a story, and I said, you know how you are, you want to know, well, get to the, what happened? And I said, well, did he make it? Nobody said anything, and then finally they said, no, he didn't make it. I don't know, after that, I guess I was started screaming and I blacked out or something. But I didn't black out, but it was like I was in another world. That's the most hurting thing in the world, to hear that you had one of your children have died. Well, I don't have any regrets about Michael's life because he loved the life that he lived. And he loved singing. I know he talked about he missed out on his childhood. He had some childhood, but not as much as he should have had, because he'd been singing ever since he was like 5 years old. But I can remember going to one of the assemblies that he was only in kindergarten, and he sang "Climb Every Mountain," and his grandfather had attended with me. And I looked over, and Dad was crying like a baby. This little boy up there singing his heart out. This morning, every morning that I wake up, my baby is on my mind. I would like to people to remember Michael, and what a kind and giving person he was. And I can't think of anything else to say because there's been so much out there, lies on there about him. I don't even want to mention them. I just want them to remember him as Michael Jackson was a loving and kind person. And he had so much that they had lied on him about. And most of the people, he was just misunderstood. And he was all about giving and helping and being kind to people. And as far as all this other stuff, just forget that part.
What were you trying to say?
I was just trying to say, I was just talking about the, I don't like to talk about that the people know what he did.
I just want you to help people get a better understanding of him. They called him Wacko Jacko.
That was, there's no way Michael could have been a wacko or whatever. They tried to call him Wacko Jacko. He didn't get as far as he did by being stupid or crazy. So they can stop that. It's just what they wanted to say to sell papers, that's all. And these tabloids are the reason why all this stuff was out there on him. When I think about Michael, looking back on his life, there's not a day in my life that I don't think about him. And it's like when people say that their life flash before their face, when something's going to happen. This is how I look at Michael. I remember the very first cry when the doctor slapped him on his backside. Up until his death. And almost every day. I should say every day, even this morning. That's the first thing I think about. I know I'll get over it with prayer and everything, but right now it's hard. Because I guess every child means a lot to their mother. And my child meant so much to me. And by me still being here, and he's gone, he should have been the one putting me away, not me being there, listening to them reading. It's the stories of him, and he won't be back anymore until, but I believe in the resurrection, and I do think I will see my son again. And I'm praying for that day.
Influenced by, I think, pretty much cultural music from all over the world. I've studied personally all types of music, you know, from Africa to India to Chinese, Japanese. Music is music, and it's all beautiful. So I've been influenced by all of those different cultures. Racism is bad. It's cruelty. It's ugly. I hate it. You're my brother. They're my brother. I mean, if you're black, white, Arab, we're all the same. I love all races equally.
You don't like Arabs?
Is it true that I was?
You don't like Arabs?
No, that's not true at all. I love Arabs. I love all people of the world. That's a good example how people make up stories that aren't true.
Family is from Egypt. Will you ever do a concert there?
I would love to do a concert in Egypt. I would love to just tour the whole city. I've only been there at the airport, but they look like they're wonderful people. All of you are wonderful people. I'm happy to be here. I'm a very family-orientated person because I come from a family of 10 children. So I'm very used to the family, you know, surrounding, the camaraderie of just a unity. So I don't think I could live without that bond. So I would love to have a major. Actually, I told her 12. See, my aunt has 13 children. I have an uncle who has 12 children. And my father had 10 children. And so I love big. I can feel it. You can feel the audience. If it's live you're talking about, oh, you can definitely feel them. That you hear them, they're swaying and screaming and fainting, and the reactions are always lovely. It kind of comes like a thought, just an embryo of a thought of an idea. It could be just a brief concept, and then you collaborate with someone. It can be a writer, and you'll say, you know, I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this. And you tell them to develop it, because I can't do it right now. I got to go on to doing the next song or the next thing. So they'll come up with something and working with what your idea is, and they'll get back to you, and you tell them whether you like it or not. I mean, I've done that with pretty much everything I've done. I'm usually there for the concept, for the writing. I co-write usually all my pieces that I do. The Garden of Eden probably was in Africa, I'm pretty sure. And the people couldn't have been nicer. They were lovely, and I loved it. And the music, oh, and the rhythm. Seeing these little bitty kids with the perfect rhythm, and the way they moved their body. I was amazed. It was great. They gave me everything. They showered me with gifts, you know, clothing, food. And in the hotel, I was in this hotel, right? Big, beautiful hotel. It had a bowling alley in it. It had a big game room and a big swimming pool. But when I look out of my window, as far as I can see would be people. They even sleep out there waiting for me. They would sleep outside all day long. They'd stand there. At night, they'd be out there waiting for me. It was just, they couldn't have been sweeter, and I loved it. And I'm thinking about buying a house in Africa. To heal the world, we have helped millions.
And as we speak, we're looking at a hospital in New Jersey that will be the first Michael Jackson hospital. And we would like to make these throughout the world. That is our goal and our mission. And I hate using the word orphanage, but pretty much a housing of unity to bring together, you know, people that are in need. You know, this is pretty much where my heart is, and I would love to continue doing this.
Everyone has someone important in their life. Michael, you touched my life and brought me back. You made me hold on tighter to this world. You may be gone, but I know you touched so many lives, and we love you.
Reach out my hand to you. I have faith in you.
Professionally, quite young, and I got to work with some phenomenal people. One person in particular is Michael Jackson. I worked with him for 9 months shooting a film, and he inspired me so much.
So you've been here?
I have. I came here 3 times. The first time I came, I was probably about 12, and the last time I was probably about 18.
And what is it like to be back?
It's a little bit surreal. You know, I have so many wonderful memories here. It's a little bit weird that there's no furniture, you know, that it's empty. So I feel him here, but I don't at the same time.
How do you feel him?
Just all the memories I have when I look around. Of all the great times we had here, and having a water balloon fight right out here.
You played here, where do you feel being back here?
Oh, I have nothing but amazing memories from the entire time that I knew him and was friends with him. I can't say enough good things. He just had this unconditional love. He was so pure. Just have so many great memories. I remember the gentle man that I knew.
I reach out my hand to you. I have faith in you.
Just call my name and I'll be there. Yeah. Just let me fill your heart with joy and laughter. Togetherness is all I'm after. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Oh.
He inspired the whole world. The whole world loved him. And so for them to be able to come and be here, I think could also be really important.
And it would lose.
we shot at the same time.
How do you feel him?
Just all the memories I have when I look around of all the great times we had here, and having a water balloon fight right out here, and
played here,
the guest house and the main house, and a couple other things. And then each time I came back, he had added more and more. So the last time I came, there was the full amusement park and the zoo and everything.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal to be here just a week after his death. I mean,
amazing memories from the entire time that I knew him and was friends with him. I can't say enough good things. He just had this unconditional love. He was so pure. He inspired the whole world. The whole world loved him. And so for them to be able to come and be here, I think could also be a really wonderful thing.
Kelly Parker, business veteran, choreographer, actress known for my role in Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Moonwalker is a 1988 American experimental anthology musical film starring Michael Jackson. Rather than featuring one continuous narrative, the film expresses the influence of fandom and innocence through a collection of short films about Jackson, several of which are long-form music videos from Jackson's 1987 album Bad. The film is named after the dance technique known as the moonwalk, which Jackson was known for performing. Kelly Parker was a child artist when she worked with Michael in Moonwalker. Their relationship had always been very special. Both of them were friends for more than 10 years. Parker said in an interview, "He is intertwined in all of who I am. I became a dancer because of him. I became an artist because he inspired me to dream, and a writer because he taught me the power of moving people through words and actions. I remained very close with Michael for about 10 years. Taught me so much. He was so dedicated. We would go through, before we even shot, he and I would spend sometimes like half an hour together just improving, 'cause he was so committed to it. You know, it's funny, I auditioned for it, then didn't hear anything for 6 months and thought somebody else must have gotten it. Well, playing with it, and I went up to him and was like, 'You're doing it wrong. God.' But they'd left it rolling. So that's what Michael saw, and he was like, 'Oh my God, I have to have her.' Michael was magic, pure and simple. He was a man who believed in the goodness of mankind and embodied pure unconditional love for the world. I am so sad on so many levels. For the loss of an innovative genius and who was music and dance personified, for the loss of a man who loved the whole world and touched so many lives, but mostly, for me personally, the loss of a friend that I loved so dearly. Most people don't know about how close I was to Michael for many years following Moonwalker Smooth Criminal, because I was never one to exploit that. Even to this day I rarely talk about it, for that was a friendship that I honored and respected as private. I feel compelled at this time though, to speak of my amazing friend, as a witness to his life, and the gentleness of his soul. He taught me so much, both as an actor and as a person. He helped so many, and inspired us all. Michael believed in magic. He believed that we could change the world, and he had such unconditional love that when you were around him, you couldn't help but believe it too. He is intertwined in all of who I am. I became a dancer because of him. I became an artist because he inspired me to dream, and a writer because he taught me the power of moving people through words and actions. I love you, my friend, and I know you are in a better place. We were blessed to have you for as long as we did." She has appeared in films like Dancing and Charm School and Tangled. As per her social media, she is spending time with her family and traveling, and it seems she is still connected with the film and music industry somehow.
My reaction to leaving Neverland was incredible. I remember having the time of my life with Michael. I was about 15 years old, and I remember him just sitting down with me, being like, this is kind of like what you got to do, Aaron, in your future, and, just stay focused and stay driven, always be a perfectionist. I also went to the same vocal coach as Michael, Seth Briggs, for many years. So I really idolized Michael. The way is like, okay, you're a grown man, and when Michael Jackson was alive, you are backing him, you are up his ass, you are kissing his ass, you are there to testify for him under oath, and then when he dies, you decide that that's a good time to come out. No, what you're doing is you're actually stomping on an icon and a legend's grave. You're stomping on his grave. I just feel like, why not do it when he was alive, man? Why not do it when he was being, me staying with Michael Jackson? I hung out with Michael Jackson. I stayed at his house. I stayed in his bedroom.
How old were you?
I was 15.
Oh, the filmmaker says that they were not paid for Leaving Neverland. They had filed lawsuits.
You don't think for the interviews
Wade had filed a lawsuit.
You don't think that for the interviews that they're doing, they're not getting paid? Because I've been offered 6 figures already for an interview, and I turned them all down. I told them to go fuck themselves. Like, Wade, I'm very disappointed in, because I don't you're stomping on someone's grave who's there for you, taught you things, did all these kind of things. And then you guys are sitting there talking about how you were molested and all this stuff. It's hard for me to understand. How am I supposed to understand that when my own personal experience with him was gentle and beautiful and loving and embracing, and that was it.
Asked Mr. Robson, did Michael Jackson ever molest you at any time? And you said absolutely not, correct?
Correct.
And that was a lie, right?
That was a lie, yeah.
Okay. On line 21, you're asked, Mr. Robson, did Michael Jackson ever touch you in a sexual way? And you responded, never, no, correct?
Correct.
And that was a lie. And you now claim that that was a lie, correct?
That was not the truth.
On line 24, you're asked, Mr. Robson, has Mr. Jackson ever inappropriately touched any part of your body at any time, correct?
Correct.
And your answer was no, correct?
Correct.
And you now claim that that was a lie, correct?
That was not the truth.
On line 14, you were asked, and at no time has any sexual contact ever occurred between you and Mr. Jackson, right? Do you see that?
Yes.
And your answer was never, correct?
Yes.
And you now claim that that was a lie, correct?
That was not the truth.
You wrote to Jeff Thacker on June 26, 2009, correct?
Yeah.
That's where I play all my games. And it's gonna jerk. It's gonna one little jerk. Okay. Okay, now you can go. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna build a water park on this.
Connect so well with children. What is it?
Because he's really a child at heart. He acts just like a child, and he knows how a child is. He knows what a child thinks. Because I think that you don't necessarily have to be a child just because society says 18 and up, you're adult. That doesn't really matter. You're an adult when you want to be one.
Isn't that great? Not sick at all. No more cancer. All gone. All gone.
He's taller than me now.
When they told him he was gonna die. Isn't that great?
They told my parents to plan for his funeral because there was no chance.
They told your parents to plan for his funeral.
For his funeral.
They
told he wasn't gonna grow. He wasn't gonna be able to have kids.
I got a growth spurt.
He had growth spurts during chemotherapy.
I went from 4'10" to 5'4".
See, medicine don't know it all, do they?
According to
if I could stay in his bedroom, hey, let me stay in the bedroom. And I was like, Michael, you can stay there. But it was fun that night.
I slept on the floor. I wasn't sleeping bag.
No, he packed the whole vest of blankets on the floor.
What? But Michael, you know, you're a 44-year-old man now. What do you get out of this? What do you get out of this?
He's 4.
Yeah, I'm 4. I love. I feel. See, I think what they get from me, I get from them. I've said it many times. My greatest inspiration comes from kids. Every song I write, every dance I do, all the poetry I write, is all inspired from that level of innocence, that consciousness of purity. And children have that. I see God in the face of children. And man, I just love being around that all the time. Are you guys still really help people? Why can't you share your bed? The most loving thing to do is to share your bed with someone. You know?
You really think that?
Yeah, of course.
You're taking the position that you use every single night that you go into. You sleep, and you're sharing it with another
He said, you can have my bed if you want. Sleep in it. I'll sleep on the floor. It's yours. I always give the best to the company, you know? Like to him, I said, because he was going to sleep on the floor. I said, no, you sleep in the bed, I'll sleep on the floor.
But haven't you got a spare room or a spare house here where he could have stayed?
Yeah, but no, yes, we have guest units, but whenever kids come here, they always want to stay with me. They never want to stay in the guest. And I have never invited them in my room. They always just want to stay. They say, can I stay with you tonight? I go, if it's okay with your parents, yes, you can.
Were your parents happy that you were here with Michael?
Yeah, my mom was all very, very, very happy. And I know they're happy because I was happy.
Did they come with you?
Yeah, most of the time, but I wasn't really with my parents. I was mainly with Michael.
But they were happy that you were here?
Yeah.
Before I was doing Nutcracker at Lincoln Center. I was playing Fritz, and he came back. People did. Most people like Michael Jackson, and you know, I mean, he was a god to people, and to me, he was, you know, I knew he was a pop singer, but beyond that, you know, I wasn't one of the fans. I think that's one of the reasons why we connected, was the fact that, you know, believe me, I call him he was, you know, a family friend.
What happened at the house? That's what all these things that people
you know,
are
that's
concerned
what's
about.
so weird, you know.
What did happen?
Nothing happened, you know. I mean, nothing really. I mean, we played video games, you know. We you know, played it as an amusement park. Well, the thing is with that whole thing is that, you know, they go, oh, you slept in the same bedroom as him. It's like, I don't think you understand. Michael Jackson's bedroom is 2 stories. And it has like 3 bathrooms and this and that. So when I slept in his bedroom, yeah, but you have to understand the whole scenario. And the thing is with Michael is that he's not very good at explaining himself, and he never really has been, because he's not a very social person. I mean, you're talking about someone who's been sheltered and sheltering himself also for the last like 30 years, or you know, and so he's not very good at communicating to people and not very good at conveying what he's actually trying to say to you. And so when he says something like that, you know, people, you know, he doesn't quite understand why people react the way that they do.
Why do you think he likes young people?
Who he was. That was the thing. I talked to him like he was a normal human being, and out with him, and they were fine with it.
So what do you make of what he's going through now?
Like like I said, it's unfortunate, and you know, it's a circus right now.
You think it's a bad rap?
You know, I think so, yeah. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, listen, like, look what happened the first time this happened to him. You know, if someone had done something like that to my kid, I would, you know, I wouldn't just settle for some money. You know, I'd make sure the guy was in jail, you know, and it just really goes to show. I mean, as soon as, you know, they got the money and they ran. I mean, that's really what happened the first time. And so, you know, I don't know, it's a little crazy, and I kind of have taken a step back from the whole thing, because it is a bit of a circus. And, you know, if the same thing was happening to me, I wouldn't want to...
Here's the thing, at the end of the day, we were friends. The most simple... It's like one of my friendships that people question only because of the fact that he was the most famous person in the world. Like, you know, like I'm friends, you know, we're friendly, you know what I mean? And then people wouldn't question that because we're friends.
Because we're in the same age.
You don't have to explain that also. You don't have to explain your friendships to people. Like, I mean, seriously, how many friendships have you had to really explain to people?
Not many.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's just like...
I think maybe, do you think the age gap is probably why they question?
Yeah,
why would an older man...
He was hilarious. He was sweet. And like, people didn't know how funny he fucking was.
See, I envy you that. I envy you.
He liked prank calling people. He actually was really good with his voice, obviously.
Michael Jackson would prank call, and with you, you'd call...
Charming, fucking funny, silly. Like, yeah. And here's the thing is that, again, it goes back to something else I was saying, was that I really didn't actually give a shit about famous people, because I was thoroughly unimpressed by them. So when I first met him, I'm like, okay, cool, you're just that guy.
Yep.
Oh, that guy who sings songs. Like, cool.
It's like the most generous person.
Yeah,
too.
he was generous. He was gentle.
Do you still have any...
You know, he was very upset. You know what I mean? Not even going to make it another week and stuff like that. I've had that situation too, but he's had it like quadruple times over, okay? Because he's, you know, the king. Mm-hmm. So to see something that he loves so dearly, and you try and turn that against you, it's kind of like you having kids. Yeah. And all of a sudden now they're turned against you, and you're being accused of something that you have no earthly, there's nothing in your being that will allow you to even think the way that they're even talking. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So to have something come against you that you love kids, because he didn't have a childhood. Yeah. My childhood was a little bit different too. That's why we had so much stuff alike. Yeah. Because I started off early and he started off, you know, even more earlier. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so it was just kind of weird. And I'm like, dude, anything I can help, you know, just let me know when you can come to court. And it's like, you know, I'll ask. And then it was like they wouldn't let any more people come to court on his behalf.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't allow that to happen. But I'm like, yo, I'm here, bro. You know, whatever we can do. You know, and it's just sad because most people like wasn't unsure. They were kind of leaning in one way. Now all the news came out.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like the time has gone by that all the information has come out, all the lies that was told, all the money bag grabs was, you know, is out there now. All of that is out there now. And there's still people still believing nonsense, and the truth is finally out. So imagine being accused of something. This is something, you know, our generation and our people understand. Being accused of something. And how do you even prove you're innocent? Of something you're completely not guilty of.
Wow.
How do you do that? So it's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy. I mean, somebody could label me something, and then I'm gonna like, well, no.
At this AMA party in 1984, also there, a young Emmanuel Lewis.
We always had a great time, you know, laugh, tell jokes. No one's really seen that side of him.
They have stayed close for years, and Lewis was quick to defend his friend last year after the airing of Martin Bashir's searing documentary.
None of that, any of that makes any of it the truth. I don't get it, and I don't think I ever will. He's always been a friend, not just of me, but my whole entire family.
There's 4 FBI agents waiting for me in the hotel room. And my mom's there, and she's like, tell them what happened. And I'm like, what do you mean, tell them what happened? And I sit down with them, and they all ask these super sexually exploiting, you know, questions, backsided questions. And I knew that at my age already. And I looked at all 4 of them, and I said, are y'all crazy? I said, what you think I'm going to do? Tell you that Michael did something bad so that we can sue him for money? That's what I told him. I was like, you're crazy. And I looked over at my mom, and I was like, are you serious, Mom? I was like, what is going on here? Why are you letting this happen? And she goes, well, I think something happened. You know, I think something. I'm like, really? That man did nothing but be hospitable, kind. Are y'all crazy? I said, what you think I'm going to do? Tell you that Michael did something bad so that we can sue him for money? That's what I told him. I was like, you're crazy. And I looked over at my mom, and I was like, are you serious, Mom? I was like, what is going on here? Why are you letting this happen? And she goes, well, I think something happened. You know, I think something. I'm like, really? That man did nothing but be hospitable, kind, loving, giving.
Michael Jackson told me in no uncertain terms that settling that case in 1994 was the biggest mistake he'd ever made. He should never have settled it. He should have fought it through a trial. He would have won. It was an absurd case. But he was advised, he told me, by lawyers, by business advisors, to settle it and get rid of it.
For me is when you do a concert and you see a sea of people singing the lyrics all in unison and holding up candles, and you go, wow. You know, it just really makes your heart happy, and that's what really makes you feel like everything's okay.
Eines Strandtages auf dieser Reise die Idee vorschlug, einen Dokumentarfilm von Naomis Macht und Ruhm. Wie auch immer. Wenn Naomi Campbell nicht selbst zu, ich möchte nicht als das süße und nette Mädchen bekannt sein. Sie sinnierte über ihre stylischen Outfits und trendigen mittelmäßigen Elite Hollywoods. Und stellen Sie sich vor, zu dieser Elite gehören umstrittene Persönlichkeiten wie Harvey Weinstein und Jeffrey Epstein. Zum Kontext: 2017 sagte die britische Schauspielerin Katie Ann Noble, Harvey Weinstein habe Oprah Winfrey und Naomi Campbell benutzt, um sie zu täuschen und ihr vorzumachen. Aber es ist schwer zu verstehen, warum Oprah mit jemandem wie Harvey Weinstein beste Freunde sein wollte. Sie hatten eine sehr innige Freundschaft. Und die Fotos zeigen das. Manche Leute glauben tatsächlich, dass Oprah einige Schauspielerinnen davon überzeugt hat, mit Harvey Weinstein anbandeln zu wollen. Rose McGowan twitterte sogar, ich bin froh, dass mehr Menschen die hässliche Wahrheit über Oprah sehen. Ich wünschte, sie wäre echt, aber das ist sie nicht. Schade. Oprah hatte zuvor versucht, sich zu Harvey Weinstein zu äußern. Aber sie kam nie wirklich zur Sache und man merkte, dass sie versuchte, ihn zu schützen. Ich denke, das ist so. Ich versuche immer, den Regenbogen in der Wolke zu sehen. Was auch immer der Silberstreifen ist. Natürlich versuchte Oprah, den Fokus zu ändern und es so aussehen zu lassen, als seien alle anderen das Problem, außer Harvey. Aber lassen Sie uns über den seltsamen Unterschied in Oprahs Verhalten sprechen, wenn sie mit Leuten wie Harvey im Vergleich zu jemandem wie Michael Jackson zu tun hat. Anfang 2019 wurde ein Dokumentarfilm über Harvey Weinstein mit dem Titel Untouchable gedreht. Er wurde in Sundance uraufgeführt. Erhielt jedoch keine große Aufmerksamkeit von den Medien, und Oprah verlor kein Wort darüber. Aber als es um die Dokumentation über Michael Jackson, Leaving Neverland, ging, beschloss Oprah, sie überall zu bewerben. Nach der Ausstrahlung von Leaving Neverland moderierte Oprah sogar eine Sondersendung darüber. Dies warf Fragen auf, warum sie sich dafür entschied und nicht etwas Ähnliches für Harvey Weinstein in ihrer Show zu erzählen, erwähnte jedoch keine Pläne, die Opfer von Harvey Weinstein einzuladen, um über ihre Erlebnisse zu sprechen. Dieser Unterschied ließ die Leute über Oprahs Absichten nachdenken und darüber, warum sie ihren Freund Harvey Weinstein zu schützen schien, während sie Michael Jackson ins Rampenlicht rückte. Was diese Situation noch interessanter machte, war, dass Harvey Weinstein bereits ein verurteilter Krimineller war und es zahlreiche Beweise gegen ihn gab, die seine Schuld belegten. Warum also schien Oprah es zu vermeiden, über ihn zu sprechen oder seinen Opfern eine Chance zu geben, sich zu äußern? Die Tatsache, dass sie seine Geschichte nicht ansprach oder seinen Opfern eine Plattform bot, verwirrte viele Menschen. Man konnte nicht anders, als einen bitteren Nachgeschmack zu haben, wenn man den Zeitpunkt und die Umstände von Oprahs Fokussierung auf Michael Jackson bedenkt. Es ist erwähnenswert, dass Jackson vor über einem Jahrzehnt verstorben war, so dass er sich nicht gegen die in Oprahs Show vorgebrachten Vorwürfe verteidigen konnte. Harvey Weinstein blieb unterdessen am Leben und es gab zahlreiche Opfer, die mutig ihre grauenvollen Erlebnisse schilderten. Warum also erhielt Weinsteins Geschichte nicht die gleiche Aufmerksamkeit? Sie weckte berechtigte Zweifel an Oprahs Motiven und daran, ob sie versuchte, Personen mit einer Vergangenheit schlechten Verhaltens zu rechtfertigen oder zu schützen. Der krasse Gegensatz zwischen der angesichts Weinsteins langer Liste von Opfern und seiner strafrechtlichen Verurteilung hätte man erwartet, dass er bei Diskussionen über ein verbotenes Fehlverhalten im Mittelpunkt steht. Doch Oprahs scheinbares Schweigen zu dieser Angelegenheit ließ Raum für Spekulationen und weckte Zweifel an ihren wahren Absichten. Inmitten der Kontroverse um Oprah Winfreys Verbindungen zu berüchtigten Persönlichkeiten wie Harvey Weinstein und Jeffrey Epstein explodierte die Empörung im Internet. Die gegen die bekannte TV-Persönlichkeit erhobenen Vorwürfe erreichten einen Höhepunkt, wobei einige so weit gingen, ihr vorzuwerfen, sie habe einen finsteren S-Ring inszeniert. Solche schockierenden Anschuldigungen gegen Oprah drängten sie in die Enge und zwangen sie, sich mit den außer Kontrolle geratenen Gerüchten auseinanderzusetzen. Ich habe gerade einen Anruf bekommen, dass mein Name im Trend liegt, schrieb Winfrey auf Twitter und fügte hinzu, und ich werde wegen einer schrecklichen Fälschung getrollt. Das ist nicht wahr. Ich wurde weder durchsucht noch verhaftet. Schade. Ich desinfiziere mich einfach und halte Abstand zum Rest der Welt. Passt alle auf euch auf. Naomi Campbell.
Just a petulant diva who wants things her own way, and if you don't get things your own way, you feel you have the right to throw things.
Michael, eles não ligam pra gente.
He would never hurt a child. Never. It's not in him. No way. He would never do anything inappropriate with a child.
But he never stopped because he knew it wasn't the truth. And he never stopped loving children.
No, that's what I admire about him. He keeps going. Not gonna give up.
And he's going to still give to all of us. I just know it. And Bashirs will come and go. You know? Michael will live forever.
When they lie, the lies, they're complete lies. And it hurts. And it hurts me because I know there's children out there who has to hear that crap.
Primarily due to the story of Gavin, a young man who had reportedly been dying of cancer.
Gavin was somebody who was diagnosed with cancer. Doctors gave him, I think, 3 weeks or 1 month to live.
One of his last wishes was to meet Michael.
At that point, I didn't know Michael Jackson. I just came out of the room, I started crying. I didn't know what to do. I called Neverland. I said, is any way you can get a chance to call the kid? Then I'll come in next day, and I said, Gavin, he'll have a little smile on his face. I said, Gavin, what's going on? He said, Michael, call me. You know, 2.5 years ago, the doctor, they said 2 more weeks he's dead. Now he's alive.
His appearance on the Bashir special showed a seemingly healthy and happy young man, clearly very fond of Jackson. And while Mr. Bashir did touch on Gavin's amazing recovery, many believe that the real focus was on Michael's relationship with the young man, especially the revelation that they had spent the night in the same room.
The thing is upset me right now. The reason I'm giving you in the interview, because Gavin called me. He was crying on the phone. He went in gas station. The kid in gas station, they start kidding. Oh, you are the kid doing this with Michael. You slept with Michael. It's horrible to do to a kid. This kid been through life. He's been through horrible life so far.
Since Mr. Bashir's documentary aired, Gavin and his mother have gone into seclusion after being bombarded by requests for interviews from tabloids around the world. This statement released to the press by Gavin's mother says, I'm appalled at the way in which my son has been exploited by Martin Bashir. The relationship that Michael has with my 3 children is a beautiful, loving, father, sons, and daughter one. To my children and me, Michael is a part of our family. In addition, she is considering action against Mr. Bashir for including Gavin in his special without parental consent.
Others couldn't help themselves. Do you sometimes despair of human nature?
Yeah.
African American entertainers to be on MTV because it was solely for rock artists. I remember Michael Jackson making a very big breakthrough. Well, you know, I've always had this thing about, you know, why does it always have to be a breaking ground for people who are just totally gifted and talented? I would think that because of the talent and the humongous talent that African Americans and other artists, you know, who are Caucasian Americans have, why should there be a breakthrough on MTV? I didn't get it. But again, you know, you have to be outstanding to break down the walls. And Michael and a few others are outstanding. So, you know, it was cool. Very cool.
Neverland. And he pulled out all of the stops. He picked me up in a helicopter, and I got to the house, and he had a coach and buggy pick me up from the gate to his home. We were in the kitchen, and this is when he had Bubbles, the monkey. I had taken off my shoes, and I felt this little nibble at my toe. And I thought Michael was playing on my toes like, oh, Mike, aren't you special? But it was Bubbles sucking on my big toe. And I thought to myself, you better watch out. I'll take Bubbles home. He was, to me, the greatest entertainer I had ever seen in my life. He was a gentleman, and he was very kind. And I'll always love him, always.
All right, what would you have done differently in your career if you knew then what you know now?
What I've done differently? Let me see.
If you knew what you knew now.
Yeah, I know. Practice more.
Practice more?
I practiced a lot.
You practiced a hell of a lot. But you're going to practice more? Oh my God. Okay. What is your greatest lesson learned?
not to trust everybody. Not to trust everybody in the industry. There's a lot of sharks, and record companies steal, they cheat. You have to audit them, and it's time for artists to take a stand against them because they totally take advantage of them. Totally. They forget that it's the artists who make the company, not the company who make the artists. Without the talent, the company would be nothing but just hardware. I mean, just, you know, and it takes that real good talent that the public wants to see.
I think a great artist should be able to just create any style, any form, anything from rock to pop to folk to gospel to spiritual to just wonderful music. Where anybody can sing it, from the Irish farmer to a lady who scrubbed toilets in Harlem. You know, it's if you can whistle it and hum it, that's the most important thing.
It must be interesting as a songwriter, you know, to have other people, you know, do your songs or come up with another interpretation. You know, what is that like?
It's a great compliment. It's a wonderful compliment. It makes you feel worthy and that your music is reaching all the different generations, you know, and all the different, everybody's out there listening, you know, and that makes me very happy. When they're in their 60s and their 70s, Fred Astaire did his best dancing when he was in his 70s. Angelo sculpted late into his 60s and 70s, doing brilliant, ingenious work. But in the music business, some of these great artists have become stumped because they've self-abused themselves in their young age so early with all these crazy things they drink and pills and things, and that's just not good.
Right.
It's just not a good thing. I hate to say that to hurt anybody, but we should take care of our bodies a little more.
No, I think a lot of people realize, you know, that they've damaged themselves. You know, many people have talked about it in recent years, you know.
Yeah, what's going on in the world. So I don't wear a disguise, and people, they really go crazy. They're very happy to see you. You feel as if they know you, and you have to respond back to them like you know them.
Right.
They feel they personally know you, that my pictures are on their walls, you know, my music is playing in their house, so they grab you and they snatch you and they touch you and so I just respond back with hugs and loves and kisses because I truly love my fans, truly from the heart. That's the real truth. I love them. And the ones who are, like if we go to a certain country and they're outside they're sleeping on the street, and I throw them pillows and cover and everything, and I have my security guards buy them pizza so they can all eat, and we get them candles, and, you know, we really take care of them. They're very, very, very sweet and supportive. And by the way, make sure the fans know all tabloids should be out. Do not believe anything you read in a tabloid. It's garbage and it's junk. We should have a tabloid burning, like a big mountain, just set it up.
So what do you think are the biggest changes in music that you've seen?
Biggest changes?
Yeah, what's changed about the music industry or about, you know, the music that's out there? What do you think is different?
Well, I think, I don't think people thought the rap music would last as long as it has. And it has gone through evolutional stages. There's more melody in it now. And it's more acceptable because melody will never die. It will never die. And the rhythms, things are a little more rhythmic now because people want to dance. It's part of the human condition. It's part of our biological makeup. Our cells dance when we hear beats. Ever notice a one-year-old child will start moving, hearing music. How do they know to move? Because it's biological. It's not just hearing of the ear. It's feeling, you know. And playing music, the grass and the trees and the flowers, they're all influenced by music. They become more beautiful and more vibrant in how they grow. Music is a very important and powerful substance. And all the planets in the universe make music. It's called music of the spheres. They all make a different note. They make harmony. So it's harmony even in the universe as we speak. And more peace into the world. I pray for peace all the time. And the most important thing I pray for is the protection for children and babies. That's the thing that concerns me the most. I want them to be protected and to have more children's rights in the world, or children where there's a day for children, a celebration for children, to give them a little more attention and love.
That you've helped her since she was a little kid. You've always been one to think about other people, to care for children around the world. What could we do for you, she wonders. We give you all our love, but what more could we give to you? Obviously, one of your great fans here.
When I come to town, I would love to see a children's festival, to hear children's choirs, pretty much present when I come to different countries, singing some of their favorite songs of mine. We should force and create a Children's Day, a celebration internationally, where children are honored, where parents can take their children to the movies or to the toy store or to the park, and that alone will create a bonding, because the family bond has been broken. They don't eat with their children or speak to their children much anymore or monitor their children. And I would love to see a celebration for children, a Children's Day, a holiday. We have Mother's Day, Father's Day, no Children's Day. And I would love, when I come to town, to hear them sing songs, or a parade or something. I would love that.
Now, it says, Mr. Jackson, what would you say to all your fans that have dreams and goals of being a star like you?
No matter what, the most powerful thing in the world is the human mind, and prayer, and belief in yourself, and confidence, and perseverance. No matter how many times you do it again until it's right. And always believe in yourself, and no matter who's around you that's being negative or thrusting negative energy at you, totally block it off. Because whatever you believe, you become.
There's a place, your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place will be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you'll feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. And if we try, we shall see. In this place we cannot feel fear or dread. We stop existing and start living. Then it feels in our woods, love roots growing. So make a better world, make a better world. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if you care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. And the dream we were conceived in will reveal a joyful face. And the world that once believed in will stand again in grace. Then why do we keep strangling life when this earth crucified the soul? That was plain to see this was heavenly. Save this world so precious, so blessed and so dear. Protect its beauty and splendor, don't let that disappear. Preserve our animals and plants and humankind as well, so that our future generations can have a story to tell. Protect us from evil and spread the word of good, of peace, love, justice, virtue, and brotherhood. Cause we only have one earth and we can't waste our motherland, so let's move as one force. I think it's time to take a stand. a sigh so high and let our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. Watch the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if we cared enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Build the world, make it a better place for you and for me. Be the time we made. People dying if we get enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. Build the world, make it a better place. Oh, you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying if we get enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me.
First, I'd like to thank God. First of all, I'd like to thank God who's... First of all, I'd like to thank God. First, I'd like to thank God. I would also like to thank God. First, I'd like to thank God who makes all things possible. First, I'd like to... God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Michael Jackson and Uri Geller to the pitch of Exeter City Football Club.
Sadly, we live in a state of fear. Every day we hear of war on the news, on the radio, and television. In the newspapers, always of war. We hear of nations hurting each other, of neighbors hurting each other, of families hurting each other, and of children killing each other. We must learn to live and love each other before it's too late. We have to stop. We have to stop the prejudice. We have to stop the hating. We have to stop living in fear of our own neighbors. I would like all of you now to take the hand of the person to the left and to the right of you. Go ahead right now. I mean it. Don't be shy. Do it. It starts now. To the person next to you, to the left and the right. I mean it right now. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Do it. Do it. Now tell the person next to you that you care for them. Tell them that you care for them. Tell them that you love them. Tell them that you love them. Together,
We can make a change in the world. Together we can help to stop racism. Together we can help to stop prejudice. We can help the world live without fear. It is our only hope. And without hope, we are lost. Join me in giving them a great cheer, please. As for all the children of the world, I love you and thank you for everything. All my love and God bless. I love you too. Thank you for your warm and generous support. I love you very much. For decades, the NAACP has stood at the forefront of the struggle for equal justice under the law for all people in our land. They have fought in the lunchrooms of the South, in the hallowed halls of the Supreme Court, and in the boardrooms of corporate America for justice, equality, and the very dignity of all mankind. Members of the NAACP have been jailed and even killed in the noble pursuit of those ideals upon which our country was founded. None of these goals is more meaningful for me at this time in my life than the notion that everyone is presumed to be innocent. Everyone is presumed to be innocent and totally innocent until they are charged with a crime and then convicted by a jury of their peers. I never really took the time to understand the importance of that ideal until now, until I became the victim of false allegations. And the willingness of others to believe and exploit the worst before they have had the chance to hear the truth. Love you. I love you more. Because not only am I presumed to be innocent, I am innocent. And I know that the truth will be my salvation. I have been strengthened in my fight to prove my innocence by my faith in God and by the knowledge that I am not fighting this battle alone. Together we will see this thing through. I'm very proud to be here. I don't read all the things written about me. I wasn't aware that the world thought I was so weird and bizarre. But when you grow up as I did in front of 100 million people since the age of 5, you're automatically different. The last few weeks, I have been cleansing myself, and it's been a rebirth for myself. It's like a cleansing spirit. I love you too. My childhood was completely taken away from me. There was no Christmas, there was no birthdays. It was not a normal childhood. No normal pleasures of childhood. Those were exchanged for hard work, struggle, and pain, and eventual material and professional success. But as an awful price, I cannot recreate that part of my life, nor would I change any part of my life. However, today, when I create my music, I feel like an instrument of nature. I wonder what delight nature must feel when we open our hearts and express our God-given talents. The sound of approval rose across the universe, and the whole world abounds in magic. Wonder fills our hearts, what we have glimpsed for an instant, the playfulness of life. And that's why I love children and learn so much from being around them. I realize that many of our world's problems today, from the inner city crime to large-scale wars and terrorism and our overcrowded prisons, are a result of the fact that children have had their childhood stolen from them. The magic, the wonder, the mystery, and the innocence of a child's heart are the seeds of creativity that will heal the world. I really believe that. What we need to learn from children isn't childish. Being with them connects us to the deeper wisdom of life. which is ever present and only asked to be lived. They know the way to solutions that lie waiting to be recognized within our own hearts. Today I would like to thank all the children of the world, including the sick and deprived. I am so sensitive to your pain. I also want to thank all those who have helped me to channel my talent. First, I'd like to thank God. First of all, I'd like to thank God God who makes all things possible. First, I'd like to thank God who makes all things possible. I love you. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. Children, I love you. I love you all. I love you. I love you. I love you all. I love you. I love you very much. I love you all. I love you all. I love you. I love you very much. I love you all. I love you. I love you too. 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 I love you all. I love you very much. Oh, I love you. I love you too. I love you very much. I love you. I love you all. And I love you more. I love you very much. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you more. I love you. I love you most. I love you. I love you. I love you all. I love you. I love you. I love you more. I love you. I love you very, very much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I love you. And I love you so much. I love you. I love you all. I love you. With love. With love. L-O-V.